What's up, everybody? Welcome on back to the Nerd Castle for another episode of Graveyard Keeper, a game that's probably on the top of my list for the year. I like it a lot. Like, it's not quite as charming as Stardew Valley, and it doesn't have quite as many scripted events and kind of like world building as Stardew Valley does, but at the same time, it's a remarkably competent little crafting game. So if you're like obsessed with crafting like I am, this game is probably going to strike the proper tone with you. And we already did the hiccup grass, so that's good. We don't got to worry about that. I got like books and things laying around. Who needs books? We're a man about the wild. We don't need books. I do need that sword, though. That sword's probably a good thing. I need the hammer, too. My bad. I'm in here trying to clean out things that I don't even need to clean out right now. And it's going to be troublesome for me later on. What do I have going on in here? I got some honey right there. We'll throw the honey in there. We'll throw the water in there. And from this point forward, we should be in solid shape to get back to work. So as far as our NPCs go, I don't really know what else we need to be working on right now. We need to get the diary from the basement. And we got the 12 carrots, 12 cabbages, and 12 beets, but I'm kind of lazy on that one. I don't feel like doing it. If we get to 30 prestige at our graveyard, we'll be good. And then if we get 20 crosses inside the church, we'll be in better shape. We've also got a stamp and sell meat to Roderick. Okay, we need paper and ink. All right, 10 paper, 1 ink. I can do the 10 paper. Like, the 10 paper is not that hard. I don't know if it's clean paper or is it normal paper, I wonder. The woodcutter needs an iron axe, which I think I can mash out, like, right this second. I don't even think that's going to be that difficult. Where's my anvil at? Can I do the... Let's see here. Like, if I wanted to do an iron axe, just like an extra one. Yeah, let's get that done for the woodcutter. So that's going to be another quest that we've put a little bit of time into. I think that's the iron axe anyway. It looked like an iron axe to me. I don't know what kind of... Okay, we'll give him the crappy one that's all busted up. How about that? I also need to repair some of my loot over here. So let's go ahead and we'll grindstone this stuff up so it's working for the foreseeable future. I don't know how much durability we have left on that grindstone. Probably not a ton. And we probably got a good 5-6 more sharpens on it, so it'll probably be okay. The things that we could work on for right now... How many billets and things do I have? So I've got 9 billets and some flitch. Let's go ahead and I'm going to do 2 more sets of billets, and then we'll do 2 more sets of flitch. And that should put us in a reasonably decent position to continue moving forward. We do have a bunch of research to do today, which I think is going to be pretty helpful. More than likely tomorrow we'll spend the day chopping down trees or trying to get something good done so that we aren't completely and totally wasting our time. But we're just sawing along for right now. Let's dive back on, do you want to play a game? In front of you is a sawmill. Yeah, I like the I like the first Saw movie. The rest of the Saw movies, they kind of lose the plot a little bit. But the first one's good, and like Saw 4 is okay. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Grindhouse, though. Like, Grindhouse horror movies don't really do it for me. But for some reason, the first Saw movie really stuck with me, and I enjoyed it a lot. But then again, I think because at the time there wasn't anything really like that, and that kind of kicked off the Grindhouse movement where Rob Zombie started putting out all of his movies, and then you had like the Hostel movies and all of those. So I think that's why it stuck with people, is it kind of kicked off that whole genre of film in the mainstream. There might have been Grindhouse before that, but I don't know about it. Can I do that yet? I can't do that yet. Let's have a look at our technologies right now. We can get extracting brains and bits and stuff like that. We've got enough points. Honestly, I'm kind of convinced that we should probably work on stuff for the church since we've got a lot of... We have quite a bit. I can get that from preaching? Really? I can get candles? Huh, cool. Alright. Let's go for stone gravestones real fast so we can deck things out a little bit nicer. We need the flyers for the Inquisitor quest. We'll just kind of get the first row right there, and then we'll worry about other stuff a little bit later on. We already have cremation, all those goodies right there. Prayer for prosperity is tempting, but we are going to need that right there to make sermons. And we're also going to need journalists so that we get free stories so that we don't have to invent stories. Writing supplies for ink and all that kind of stuff is going to be useful to us in the near future if we want to do the astrologer's quest or the astronomer's quest. We can get some garden upgrades up inside of here where we can make compost heaps, which allow us to start using fertilizer and things of that nature, although I don't really know. I suppose I can do that right there. That's all right. No harm, no foul on that side. As far as smithing goes, is there anything further on in? We've always found extra nails for each blacksmithing job. Sounds good. That'll be all right. And then that kind of puts us back behind the 8-ball, unfortunately, when it comes to getting things done. So what I'm going to do is we need wood first and foremost. So let's murder some trees down here. And I like to have like a good supply of things just laying around for later in case I need to do any surprise crafting. So that's where I'll start out. We'll take the axe to the lumber mill guy in just a minute. They patched the game this morning and they put in a hearthstone that you can use to get back to your house, in case you were interested in that, which I have been. That's something that I've been rallying for and saying that we needed since the early access to this game. And so that's a great improvement, in my opinion. That's going to be very, very helpful. I already crafted a bunch of stuff over here, so let's take all that and all the flitch and all the twigs and everything else. And now we've got a decent supply of the stuff we need to have in order to start moving through the game. However, this is a game where you're going to be doing a lot of crafting. A lot of people, oh yeah, we had the donkey quest too, didn't we? Yeah, let's go ahead and grab some carrots up and out of there. I'll worry about the carrots in just a minute. The crop waste is used for making compost, in case you didn't know what that was used for, so that your crops will grow a little bit faster. Or, what I find the compost to be more useful for, the peat that it gives you, I find it to be more useful for upgrades that you use for all of your random cemetery stuff. So you need it for flower beds, you're going to need it for, I think, lawns and grass areas. You're going to need it for a bunch of things that just make your graveyard look better and earn you more money whenever you give a sermon. And so that would be my recommendation. Let's pull over here to the right, and we'll see what we can get done on this side of town. I think the lumber guy was who we were looking for. He's up this way somewhere. Hopefully we can track him down before things get too rowdy. But I think he's around somewhere. Crop guy? Or I'm sorry, lumber mill guy? That's the stone guy, so we don't need him right now. But we do need, I think his buddy is over here, or like his brother or something like that, or like twin brothers or something of that nature, where like one of them does stone, one of them does wood, I think. I could take a look at my map and we could find out. Oh, actually, he's this way. Weak. I might not make it in time. It might get dark before I can actually... If I miss him because I went the wrong way, I'm going to be upset with myself. I'm going to be a little tiny bit salty. Not like crazy salty, but like lightly salted, like a good French fry. Not overly salted, because some people go straight ham crazy when they salt the fries. That's not how we do. We don't go crazy with the fries. We go like, we get some salt on there, but we don't absolutely decimate them with salt. What's up, dude? There's an axe. Enjoy. I'll give you 2 recipes, pasta and lasagna. That'll be all you need to keep cutting trees all day long. Vegetarian? Meat is expensive. The trick is in slow releasing carbs. Lentils have even better protein. Well, there you go. We can do lasagnas and we can do pastas now. Hooray. Lasagnas and pastas. Sounds good. How much money do I have right now? Oh, I'm poor. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. I didn't want to be poor, but apparently the universe has decided that I'm going to be poor today, and there ain't nothing I could do about it. So I suppose we'll hoof it on back to our house, and we'll decide what we want to do next before we... What does this guy have going on? Hi, I'm Tress. I'm the graveyard keeper. Nice to meet you. If you need some wooden materials, I'll be happy to help you. For stone materials, you can visit my brother, Corey. They're definitely brothers. What do you sell? Just like all the random wood stuff. I could use beams a little bit later, but I don't want to spend the money with him to grab the stuff that I need. What's up with this dude over here? Does he talk? What you got going on? Oh, he's got peat, really? Okay, I never knew that you could get peat from that guy. Sounds good. There's new things that I'm finding in this game all the time. All the time. We sell the finest dairy products in the village. Do you have fresh beef? No, sir. The cows are our friends. We're not like those folks from the town. I bet they even eat human flesh. They think they're smarter than us, but I think they're barbarians. Okay, so what do you sell? You've got butter, you've got cheese, you've got milk, and you've got milk. All right. And there's another lady off to the right that I think sells chicken sundries. This guy, I think, is bee-related things, but we can't harvest off any of his stuff, but we can get it off this tree right here. Although we will take some wounds from it, so be aware that this is not... puns. Anyways, this is not going to be a super free transaction. The bees are going to mess you up for taking their honey. They are not fans of you coming on in and taking their stuff. Should probably plant some more carrots, maybe. I'm not, like, rowdy into what's going on right now, but I may have to. I'm just looking around. I don't know what's happening, but everybody's telling me I'm a graveyard keeper. Oh, well, then you're even worse than the shifty merchants. I must say, your whole profession is a fraud. I don't like you. Now that I've made my position clear, let's do business. Alright. Carrot seeds are minorly expensive right now, and I can't really afford that many of them. I'm going to sell you my carrots for right now. I could use the cash. I'm not too interested in farming at the moment. Like, we've got to get the donkey back up and running so that we can earn some money. But we can worry about that a little bit later. It's not like a massive must-do right now, especially now that we have the ability to give sermons. We can make money that way. So let's go ahead and go back to the church, and let's see how we can get the church fixed up so that we can start making money through our sermons every week. Because if we can get ourselves settled in with, like, 2 to 3 silver a week giving sermons, we're not even going to need the donkey for right now. I mean, the donkey does give you the ability to make 5, 6, 7 silver a week, but he's being an asshole, and so I think I'm going to deny him for the moment. I'm going to deny him. So I need stone repair kits. Yeah, that, or I can rip out all of this stuff and we can just redecorate. That's also a perfectly valid option. Let's go ahead and tear it on out. I'll go ahead and do this stuff fresh. So there we go. For you right here, not going to be doing your thing. Let's go ahead and tear you off as well. And this guy right here, we will tear you off. And then I'll take this back to the workbench. And we will convert this back into something a tad more useful. We're only sitting at like 13 quality right now. Bit of a bummer, but it can be worked around and it shouldn't be too bad. Once we get the compost heap going, we'll be able to put flowers in between all the graves, and we'll be able to put lawns out there too, and each one of those is going to give us 2 prestige, and so it's a great way to skyrocket the value of your... I think I can break stuff down right here, so yeah, I can get a piece of stone for that. Is the stuff in here any good? Okay, so that's good. Let's go ahead and we'll work that real fast to get a couple pieces of rock back. It's the easiest way to recycle the stuff you have around. It's not a perfect solution, but it'll help you recycle stuff. And I'm pretty sure I can get wood back, too, from one of these. I thought you could break down the wooden ones, too, but I guess not. It appears to not be true. Alright, we'll make a whole bunch of those right now, even though this is going to eat through our time. We're probably going to have to sleep like 2 or 3 times to get this done, but it's decorative. It helps out. It'll make the graveyard look better. It'll give us a little bit more prestige so that, like, instead of getting like 5 copper for the service, on Sunday we'll end up getting like 25 copper. Small increases, everybody. Small increases. You got to do what you got to do in order to make things work. I will take you right here. And let's go ahead and get you mashed out. This will also give us a nice little lineup on points should we require it. I swear to God, I was able to recycle those somewhere, but I'm not seeing it right now. It might have been at the wood chopping place. That's probably what it was. It's probably the wood chopping spot. Another sleep. We're a sleepy guy right now. Work 2 hours a day, sleep 12 hours a day. That's the Splattercat way. That's how Splattercat do it right there. Takes a high amount of energy to get you moving on those important tasks, okay? Don't judge. And since we've got a break in the bodies anyways, this actually gives us a really opportune time for us to go through and start decorating everything and making it look a little bit better. So if you don't know how the system works, the nicer your graveyard is, the more money you get from each person that comes to your service, and then the nicer your church is, the more faith you get when they come to visit your service. So keep that in mind while you're running around doing what it is that you gotta do. I'll drop that up in there, but this is really kind of a lackluster quality grave, unfortunately. This guy right here, we could increase that ever so slightly, but I feel like we'll get more mileage just by installing these. I mean, either way, a bonus is a bonus, I suppose. If I remember right, one of these in here is like a terrible grave, but I don't know where it is. And then I'll probably go through with the stone that we have, and I'll replace every single one of the bad headstones as well with other things that can be used. That'll get us right to the point, I think. So that put us at 23 with a few more renovations. I think we're going to be looking pretty golden. Yep, that's just my opinion, but like with a few more gray fences out here... Actually, we need to get the cart rolling again. We're pretty much maxed out on all these dudes right here. And forgive my hiccup back there. I don't know why the universe is so inclined to make me hiccup. But this is the next thing we need to get done. So what flies into all this? We got wall candelabras. We can't even have those yet, so don't even worry about them. We need a ton of nails, and we need a ton of benches. We can have 4 more benches. So we need 32 planks, and we need 32 nails. Dunzos. I can do that. 32 planks is going to be pretty hefty. It's going to take us a lot of energy to get that done, but I think I have enough food to where we should be able to push that up by the point Sunday comes around. We've got 1 day to accomplish this task. Technically 2 days, because you can give the sermon up to midnight, and so it doesn't really matter. Those right there, those are definitely going to play into what we need to get done very shortly. And I will eat as much food as I need to eat in order to make this happen. So there's a couple of the mushrooms right there. Let me get another mushroom skewer over here. You guys got the mushroom skewer around? Where's the mushrooms? Where's my mushroom skewer? There we go. We'll bake those on up so we have some energy for tomorrow. I don't want to eat up all of our food during this process, but it may become necessary. Sleepy, sleepy, weepy, weepy. I live in a graveyard. It's creepy, creepy. There we go. Wake it on up real fast, and we are refreshed. We got some mushrooms to go around. Each of those is 10 energy. We got a little bit of honey that we can munch on, too. In fact, take all the honey out because we are going to have a hell of a time today getting this done on the energy supply that we currently have. Alright, so with these, we got 18 of those right there. I need 32. I should have enough flitch. So get that moving for me. Bim, bam, bomb. This will also be a really good supply. I'll fill that up real fast, too. This is also going to be a really good supply of red points for us. So we're hitting multiple targets right now with one activity. And then we'll take this down to here. And I need 32 of these guys. And oh my god, is this going to be expensive. This is going to be quite an ordeal. And that's the last of our mushrooms. I'll let you know when the job's done. Alright, and it looks like job's done. We finished off our manual labor here for right now. So if I'm correct, I should have 32 and 32. Let's go build these church pews real fast, and then we'll decide what we want to do with candelabras and all that kind of stuff so that we can make the priest happy. Once midnight rolls around, I'd love to bang out his quest in one go, but I think we're going to have trouble hitting 30 prestige on the outside of the church. We're at 23 right now. Yeah. Might be a tough one. And we don't have any peat or anything that I can decorate the place with. I suppose I could actually go through. There we go. We will pack the house on this side. So now we got the church quality up to 9. And then I wanted to get some candelabras going. So we got 2 candelabras right there. Let's make 4 of them. So we'll make 24 metal parts real fast. Although that might be a bit too much. But it'll make sure we get a lot of faith whenever we do a sermon, which is going to be useful. We can put that to good use with our preaching. And so I'm trying to get us paid right now, and I'm trying to get us a good supply of faith as well. I don't know what we're looking like on the research front, and we are completely and totally out of wood right now, which is weak sauce. I don't like my sauce to be quite weak right now. I would like for my sauce to be lined up and stacked, but hey, que sera, sera, that's life. Get a little bit of energy back right now. There we go. Meter's all nice and full. I may just make 2 candelabras for right now. I don't know. We'll mash out what we mash out, okay? Whatever ends up getting done is what's going to get done. We're no longer crafting. Feels bad, man. He's just... Oh, never mind. He's warming his hands by the anvil again. Good. Perfect. That's all good to go. For the compost heap down here, which I'd like to get going so we can get some peat rocking, I'm going to need some sticks, I think. I don't think we need anything other than the sticks for the compost heap. I'm almost positive that's the only thing that goes into it. Yep. There we go. I will put the compost heap right there. And now, how the compost heap works is we will dig it real fast, and then once we have dug it, we take that right there, we throw it in there, and that's going to give us a supply of peat and some other goodies that can roll into our inventory and make our lives a little bit easier. I will throw you inside of there for right now, since I don't really have much else use for you. The carrot seeds, we're going to need a chest down there as well, unfortunately. Don't have one. The good thing about getting the church retrofitted and making it look all nice is that now we have a maximum chance to succeed. It's no longer a 50-50 coin flip to see if our sermon works. And so we're always going to be getting maximum money and maximum faith whenever we give a sermon, so that's good. That'll be helpful. I will take a candelabra right there. And a candelabra right there. Looks good. And so we got this place up to 11 quality right now. Not so bad. Let's see how this sermon goes. We will Bodie. Wait, what? I didn't give a prayer. Maybe it's not early enough in the morning right now. It's probably a good time to go catch a nap then. See if the parishioners and all the churchgoers decide to wake up in the morning. I was hoping I could get his quest done, but I think we're going to have to work with the donkey for right now. I'm going to do my best to get this place stocked out with really good bodies, and we'll get it decorated. We'll probably try to finish off his quest, although you shouldn't finish off his quest until you have 1 gold. Spoiler alert, if you finish off his quest, he won't let you do sermons anymore until you give him a gold, because he wants you to kick back some of the money to him. And so, make money first, then upgrade the church once his quest is done. Don't do it up front. That was one of those tips that one of my stream watchers gave me. I don't know if iron to last us a little bit, but not enough to last us along a bit. I would like it to last along a bit. Let's go grab some supplies from town, I think. I can't afford the Hearthstone right now. It's 2 silver, and we're a little bit skimp on cash. But there's also some other things in town that we need to buy. We need to buy the oil, and then we need to buy some carrots. And so I'll buy the oil first, and I'll fill in the rest with carrots. And then we'll get the donkey going again so that we can bury like 7 or 8 more bodies. Once we bury those, we'll get those decorated. That'll easily put us to 30-40 prestige. And then for the inside part of the church, we're going to need the confession box, which I think is +5. And we're going to need some other little things to put inside of the church if we wanted to get ourselves up to the standard that the bishop is expecting. If you're trying to buy the oil for the donkey's wheels, it's over here on this side. There's a little guy that lives in a pot over here that makes hemp supplies. And so he's got hemp oil, hemp seeds, and hemp ropes. And you buy one of those from him, and you should be good and golden to go. This guy must be crazy. You think that I'm crazy, eh? No, I don't think that. I'm just trying to stay positive, and I know what truly matters. What's that? And you think he can understand? No, Dig, he won't because he can't see. Alright, they'll tell him a sweet lie. The only things that matter are peace and herbs and nice sweet things. Sweet like honey. Bring me some honey and I'll teach you how to make cake. Cake is the best. Alright, ding dong, bing bang bong, dig M-I-M-I. What we need is the seed oil right here. And so there we go. Seed oil has been had. You can also buy weed from him if you really, really want. I haven't found anything that the weed is useful for aside from making ropes. But hey, it's there and it's in his inventory just in case that's one of those things that you've been looking for. Let's buy the carrots. Let's get back to our house. And then once we've bought the carrots that we need, we will do the sermon and then it'll be off to Betty by time. Except it's not off to Betty by time because I think we're full on energy right now. So I guess that was one of those things that maybe I spoke before there's no way up there from over here? Weak. What a waste of time. What a huge, massive waste of time. I would love if there was a connector right here. That would have made my life a little bit sweeter, but I guess not. Carrot Guy's going to go to bed in just a minute, and if we miss out on those seeds, it's going to suck. So I hope we get down there. Carrot Guy, don't go to bed. I'm walking through your grain field right now. Don't go to bed, Carrot Guy. If you go to bed, I will hate you forever, and I will be your worst enemy from here on out. I need carrot seeds, my dude. Can only afford 16 of them. Little bit of a bummer. We won't be able to plant a full harvest, but that'll get us the carrots we need to get the donkey up and moving. We'll fix his wheel right now that we have the hemp oil, and hopefully he will cease and desist from calling us a capitalist oppressor. Alright, donkey. I have some oil for your wheels. Great. Finally, I'll get a little peace and quiet. I'll be able to think about my theories and the ways to fight for what is right. I already have all of the wharf rats on my side. So they can hear you talk too? Are you positive about that, donkey? Are you 100% sure that the wharf rats can hear you talking? It's just a question. Alright, let's Bodie on up in here. Bodie. Our church great. Come along, and you see how many more people come when you have more pews? Oh yeah. You can call me Peppy, because I got all the pews. And so they're going to throw some faith my way. Ah! Charge up the spirit bomb like we're fighting Frieza. Perfect. That was about as well as that could have gone. And with the great sermon, let's see how we get paid. I bet it's like 10 copper. 7 copper. A little bit lower than I would have liked, but it's okay. At least the cash is flowing. 69 copper right there. Giggity, goo. Apparently my churchgoers have a sense of humor, and they planned that out beforehand just to make me laugh. it was a life goal. You gotta do what you gotta do. Trolling in church is not something that I would recommend, but, like, it's a thing you can do. It's not that hard to get away with. I mean, let's plant some seed over here. Let's do it. Yup, plant it. Get it done. Two more fields of carrots. Nice. We got maggots right there. Those are going to be used for fishing, in case you didn't know. And we haven't even started the fishing quest yet. That's a whole bag of worms that, pun style, I haven't gotten around to. We do have peat, though. And if we have peat, that means we can go up here, and if we pick up enough red flowers, we can put in flower beds, which make our church a little bit nicer. I think we can do 1 flower bed per 2 red flowers. I think it's probably a good idea to go up here and get some more honey, too. I don't really have any energy supplies right now, and it'd probably help out a little bit. There we go. I'm stealing from you, bees. Be still. It's not that big of a deal. It's fine. Don't worry about it, bees. They stung me anyways. Filthy, filthy animals. How could they? How couldst they? Alright, looks good. I will grab a couple more of these over here. Nice. Okay, so now that we got the red flowers, I'm going to go back to the church. We're about out of time for the day. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for hanging out with me and playing some Graveyard Keeper. I will see you all next time. If you want to get the game for yourself, it's down below in the description. If you wanted to support me, the easiest way to do that is just hit the like button. I will see you all later. Thank you for stopping on in, and hi-do, everybody.